Hi everyone, just wanted to do a quick video. I say that every time and then I end up rambling, so sorry. I'm gonna do a video. My week, I can't remember. I'll put it in the description, which 2 weeks, because I didn't do a video last week either. Saturday was the 3-month surgiversary for me, though yesterday would have been the actual day that I had my surgery done. Again, it was February 25th, 2019. My highest weight was 248 when I started the program in August of 2018. My surgery weight was 214. And this morning I weighed in at 176. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with that. I still have 46 more pounds to go, I think, because my goal is 130. I think, if I'm doing my math correctly. Lord knows I'm not the strongest at math, but yeah, things have been going pretty smoothly. I'm still learning what my new stomach can and can't handle. I love salmon and shrimp and tuna, like all of it. I loved it, and it got to where I can't have salmon or shrimp anymore. One of the lunches my mom had made was shrimp with bell peppers. I'm not sure what she cooked the shrimp in. I only got one shrimp and I felt awful. I felt absolutely nasty. And it was hours. I ended up drinking too much in order to make myself throw up so that I would feel better, and it was just awful. It was terrible. And come to find out, my favorite vegetable has always been cauliflower. And yesterday my parents had a Memorial Day cookout, and I had one small piece of cauliflower before anyone ate, because I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna have this little piece of cauliflower instead of the chips and dip or whatever else there was out. And I figure I was making a good choice because, you know, vegetables. And I definitely paid for it. I fell on the verge of throwing up. It was terrible. My husband and I left basically as soon as we were done as soon as he was done eating. And I didn't even want to go inside because I knew I would be in the bathroom. And the way our camp is set up is that the bathroom is basically right next to the dining area. And everyone was eating. I didn't want everyone to have to listen to me try and throw up. You know, who wants to listen to that? So I just stayed outside, and my husband sat with me. Well, he sat, and I was just kind of like walking in circles because I felt too gross to sit. And my grandma ended up coming out for a little bit, but we were only there for a couple hours, I want to say 2 hours maybe, and we left. I fell asleep on the ride home. I was so exhausted from feeling so gross. It was awful. I literally got in bed as soon as we got home, and I ended up falling asleep. I actually took 2 naps yesterday, which is, even when I was at my heaviest, unheard of. And I don't sleep the greatest when my husband's in bed, just because I'm used to not sharing with him since he sleeps during the day and works at night. So I ended up, he usually gets up fairly early in the morning, and I usually am awake by the time he gets out of bed, but then I lay in bed for a little bit. I ended up getting up for like an hour, and I was like, I'm tired. We're gonna be hanging out and having a good time later. Like, I want to feel rested. So I ended up going back to bed at like 8:30. I don't know what time I fell asleep, and I don't remember what time I woke up, but I know my husband came back to bed because he wasn't feeling the greatest, and he ended up falling asleep, which since he's started losing weight, he hasn't been needing naps as much either, which is good, which is a good thing. But yeah, falling asleep on the ride home, and it's like a 20-minute ride, maybe. It just was, I don't know, I just couldn't keep my eyes open. It was awful. But I ended up finally getting up. I don't know, I laid down at like, I think we left the lake at like 2:30. So I was in bed by 3, and then I got up by 4:30-ish, roughly. And then I was back in bed before 10, so, and I slept just about all night. I mean, I woke up a couple times, but that's normal for me. So yeah, I'm still learning what my stomach can handle and what I can't. It's so frustrating. I think that's the one thing that I know that's the one thing that no one could have prepared me for, is how shitty I would feel when I either ate too much or ate something that my stomach can't handle. And I wish there was a way to describe it, but there's not. I mean, my husband went and grabbed food yesterday, and he was like, do you want any? I'm like, no, I don't. He must have asked me like 3 times, so I finally looked at him. I was like, no. It's like, I'm just trying to help. I just want you to eat. I know you do, but I literally, if I eat anything, it's just gonna come right back up. Like, I can't have anything. I don't want anything. And it wasn't until, I don't know, about 8 o'clock last night that I felt like I could actually eat and drink. And I'm so nervous about dehydration. There was someone in my program, she was actually a year ahead of me in school, and she had her surgery back in October, and it was just a couple weeks ago that she was admitted for dehydration. So I know that it's not just a new post-op thing. I know it can happen farther out, and it just makes me so nervous. I don't want to be dehydrated, you know, so I try to keep my fluids up. So I packed more drinks for today, because I've been drinking the Crystal Light, so I packed more than enough. I ended up, over the weekend, got a 40-ounce water bottle, so I have that, and then I also have a 32-ounce one. So between the two, I have quite a lot of fluids today. Sorry, as you can tell, I'm at work. But yeah, I don't even getting to where I feel so awful. I don't regret the surgery. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad my mom suggested it to me. it's really, it's been life-changing, and I wouldn't not want to have it done. I mean, it's been a lot of adjustment, but I was ready. I was ready, and I knew it had to be done because I couldn't go on the same path because it was extraordinarily unhealthy, and it was time to take back control, and that's what I've done. My great aunt, actually, I don't usually post very much on Facebook at all, but my uncle is running for sheriff in the county he lives in, and he had shirts made up, so I had a shirt on, and I just took a selfie and posted it on Facebook. And my great aunt actually got a hold of my grandma and asked if I was sick because I have lost so much weight, and she hasn't seen me in like a year, which is terrible because she doesn't live but 10-15 minutes away. Anyway, so I guess I didn't think about how it would look to others. I mean, and thinking about it, I really didn't need to. I mean, I wasn't thinking. I don't know if this is selfish or what, but I was thinking how it would be for me. I'm doing this for me. I did it for me. Again, I don't know if that's selfish or not, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't ever thinking about anyone else. And that sounds very selfish. But yeah, things have been going mostly well. And actually yesterday was the first time that was the first holiday since my surgery where there have been a lot of tempting foods from my old life. And I think I did really well, mainly because of the cauliflower not sitting well with my stomach, and I'm okay with that. It was such a food deterrent to feel so awful that I didn't even want to look at the Doritos. I didn't want to look at the dip. My mom made Speedies. For those of you that don't know, let me clarify. Speedies are cubed meat, usually chicken or pork, in a specific marinade. The chicken is marinated in a different sauce than the pork, but you can do venison, you can do beef. There's not a specific you can or can't do this type of meat. But my mom made chicken Speedies, and I actually wanted to try them. I wanted to see how I would do, but having that piece of cauliflower, no. Ended up bringing some Speedies home, and my husband ate them last night for dinner, and so now they're gone. But you know what? My mom's gonna make Speedies again. Not like it's a big deal, So, and I really didn't even have anything to drink basically yesterday until about 8 o'clock last night. I mean, I was trying because of the dehydration scaring me so much, but I did the best I could. And this morning I woke up not as dehydrated as I thought I was going to, so I'm glad for that. But yeah, some NSVs. Probably my biggest one is that I can't wear my rings on my ring finger anymore. I bought one of the spiral ring things. Yeah, this one too. One of the spiral ring things off of Wish, and I'm still waiting for that to come so that I can put that on and get my rings back on my ring finger. Able to cross my legs. I'm able to, and actually, for years now, there have been these chairs up to the lake that I haven't felt comfortable in, but I've made do just because I didn't want to admit how big I was, and I could easily fit in them, and that was pretty exciting to me. My brother owns a timeshare down in St. Martin, and we all went as a family back in 2015, and when we were looking at different excursions, my mom was like, you know, the weight limit for the zip line is 250, and I was like, I wasn't planning on doing it anyway. You know, I knew it was physically more than I could handle. So being so out of shape and overweight and everything, and even though I was 2 pounds, well, at my highest I was 2 pounds away from the max, but I was just sitting crocheting the other day, and I was like, I can do the zip line now. Like, I'm not even close to the max anymore. Like, how exciting is that? I do sometimes forget still that I've lost weight. I was sitting outside with our pup, and I had her on her leash, and I tied it to the like armrest part of, well, is the post that holds the armrest up, because she's still a baby, she's still a puppy, she likes to not listen, and she likes to take off. And most of the time it's not a big deal because she just goes around the back of the yard to where upstairs has their dog. Excuse me. Normally it's not a big deal, but there are times that she crosses the road, and where we live, people are just so careless, and they don't consider, hey, there's a stop sign 15 feet from this house, I might want to stop. It's more of, hey, there's a stop sign, I'm just going to assume that no traffic is coming so I can just go. And that's what happens, is that it's more of a rolling stop than an actual stop. And it's so frustrating, but you know, so trying to keep our pup in line, I had her tied to the arm of the chair, and she's trying to go see Emma upstairs, their pup upstairs, Emma. And I'm just sitting here thinking, she won't be able to pull me. She won't be able to pull me. Oh yeah, she did. I almost face planted because she pulled me so hard, and I literally had to stop and be like, I don't weigh that much anymore. Like, I still feel hefty because I'm not, you know, society's perfect, and I know I don't need to get to that. I know I don't. But for me, my goal is 130, and I think that even that is considered an unhealthy BMI for someone of my height. I'm 5'2". I can't remember, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that I'm finally losing weight and being okay. Sorry. So yeah, I don't remember where I was. Sorry. I'm able to cross my legs a lot easier now, and it's not uncomfortable, which I didn't think I would be able to do at this weight, at 176, but I can, which is exciting. I am shrinking out of jeans fairly quickly. I ended up buying a pair of size 10s. All right. So I bought a pair of size 10s from the Goodwill the other day, and I wasn't sure how they would fit, if they would fit. But I can get them up, I can get them buttoned. I just have a massive spare tire. So I'm not quite comfortable wearing them yet, but all of my other jeans are getting pretty baggy, which is a wonderful problem to have, and I am not going to complain in the least. I actually asked my mom and my sister if either of them had any jeans they wanted to get rid of, because mainly my mom, not really my sister, but my mom usually has 3 drawers full of jeans and she'll only wear like 2 or 3 pair that are her favorite because she has to dress up for work. So, but we'll see on that. I had come to a revelation over the weekend, Friday. I can't remember what day it was. I was talking with texting with one of my best friends, and I told him how I think my thighs are going to be where I'm going to have the most loose skin. And I told him how I know I needed to be grateful for the loose skin, because not everyone gets this chance, this opportunity. Not everyone gets to have the surgery. Not everyone can lose the weight like I have. And I need to love my body. I need to love my thighs that are flabby. I need to love my bat wings, that my right is bigger than my left. I need to love the fact that I'm losing weight. My body is doing what it's supposed to. The whole point of the surgery. It's just what we've always been taught, how we should look. You know, the perfect woman. And I'm never gonna be that. And I'm okay with that, you know, because I let myself go, but I'm getting it back under control, and I'm gonna be the best that I can. I don't know. So I'm working on my self-love, but we'll see how that goes. It's never been my forte. I mean, even there was a point in time I was wearing size 2s and 4s, and I still, of course, I hadn't been as big then. And I was dating a guy who was telling me I should lose more weight. But I don't know, I don't hide anymore. And I used to. That used to be my... I wouldn't want my picture taken, but now it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Yeah, my second chin is basically gone, you know, so it's not like, oh, let me try and stretch out my neck so that my second chin doesn't show. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay just sitting here smiling and looking at my face. You know, I feel like my smile looks a bit wider now than before, just because I don't have so much pudge in my face. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Feel free to leave a comment, question, concern, anything like that. You can also reach me at rollingtorny@gmail.com. But yeah, pretty pleased with the fact that I've lost 72 pounds since August. Sometimes I have to stop and sit and be like, I've lost 72 pounds. I've lost like a 5th grader. I'm guessing. I don't know how much kids weigh anymore, but it's, I I've lost a considerable amount of weight, and I sometimes have to remind myself to be proud of that. Like, it's not easy by any means. It's not easy. But you know what? It's worth it. To feel so much better, my knees don't hurt. That's got to be one of the best feelings in the world, is that my knees don't just randomly hurt and I feel like they can't take my weight. I feel so much better, and I'm so grateful. So grateful for the support system that I have. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, pretty much. But yeah, just wanted to touch base with you guys, and let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I'll get back to you as quick as I can. I can't promise a timely response because Lord knows things have been a bit crazy now that it's not even getting to be summer. It's still spring up here. Ridiculous. But yeah, so hoping to do another video next week. I don't like going so long in between videos, and I don't like doing them in front of my husband. I don't like doing them in front of anyone. As much as I love my husband, I don't want to do them in front of him. It's not that he would make a big stink or anything. It's just like people that I'm not one to post on Facebook, oh look, I've lost this much weight, I've lost this much weight, I've lost this much weight. That's just not how I am, and I don't need anyone to point it out to me. Like, when my great aunt got a hold of me, she was telling me how proud she was of me. She could tell how much weight I lost, and I was embarrassed because it's not the kind of thing I look for or need, I guess. I turned it back around on her, and I was like, I'm so proud of all the weight you've lost, because she's been working on losing weight too. So I don't know, it's just not something I'm used to. And I have nothing against anyone who does post or who does openly shout about how much they've lost, because you know what? Good for you. That's if that's what you need, then go for it. I have nothing against that. You know, and I guess I don't need the attention. I feel validation. I don't know what I'm trying to say, and I'm probably being offensive, and I don't mean it. Sorry. Truly, I don't mean it. But yeah, any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.